Sometimes trauma doesn't come from movies, news footage, or real-life events. Sometimes it comes from a song playing softly on the radio when no one is watching. In the 1970s, music changed. Artists were no longer interested in just entertainment. They wanted honesty. They wanted realism. They wanted to explore fear, death, madness, and loss, often without softening the edges. Adults heard these songs as art. Kids heard them without context. And once a child hears something they don't yet have the language to understand, it doesn't disappear, it sinks in. These are 5 songs from the 1970s that traumatized kids, not because they were meant to, but because they arrived too early. Number 5, Alone Again, Naturally, by Gilbert O'Sullivan, 1972. At first, this song sounded harmless, a gentle piano, a calm voice, almost comforting, but then the words arrived. The narrator talks about being abandoned at the altar, about watching his parents die, about standing on the edge of suicide, and he delivers it all without drama, no screaming, no warning, just quiet resignation. For kids listening in the backseat of a car or in a living room, this was often their first exposure to adult despair, the kind that doesn't get resolved by the end of the song. There's no lesson, no hope, just loneliness. That emotional flatness made it unsettling. It taught children that sadness could exist without explanation and without rescue. Number 4, Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival, 1969 but unavoidable in the 1970s. This song fooled a lot of people. It sounded cheerful, fast, almost joyful, but the lyrics describe disaster, earthquakes, hurricanes, violence, fear. There's a bad moon on the rise. For children, this contradiction was deeply confusing. How could something so upbeat be about the end of everything? The song suggested that catastrophe could arrive suddenly, without warning, and that people might smile while singing about it. That idea stayed with kids longer than the melody. Number 3, DOA by Bloodrock, 1971. This one didn't hide its intentions. DOA tells the story of a man dying after a plane crash, from his own point of view. He describes his body failing, his senses fading, his awareness slipping away. There's no metaphor, no symbolism, just death narrated in real time. For children who accidentally heard this song on the radio, it was terrifying in a very specific way. It made death feel physical, immediate, personal. This wasn't a monster under the bed. It was something that could happen on a normal day, on a normal flight, and once that idea entered a child's mind, it didn't leave easily. Number 2, Riders on the Storm by The Doors, 1971.
Into this world we're thrown.
This song didn't shout, it whispered, rain sounds, thunder, a drifting electric piano, Jim Morrison's voice barely holding together, and then the line, "There's a killer on the road." For kids listening late at night, this song felt like an intrusion, like someone telling a scary story when the lights were already off. Morrison's whispered vocals sounded secretive, unstable, almost predatory. It created an atmosphere where danger felt everywhere, unseen, unannounced, waiting. The song never resolves that tension. It just fades out, leaving children alone with the fear it created. Number 1, They're Coming to Take Me Away, Ha Ha, by Napoleon Toshotinth, 1971. This song was marketed as a novelty, a joke, but for children it was something else entirely. The narrator starts calm, then slowly loses control. His voice speeds up, his tone becomes manic, his sanity collapses in real time. There's no monster, no violence, no blood, just the sound of a mind breaking.
Young men in their clean white coats and they're coming to take me away.
For kids, this was deeply disturbing. It suggested that madness wasn't fictional. It was something that could happen to anyone, including themselves. The laughter at the end didn't relieve the tension. It made it worse. Looking back, none of these songs were created with children in mind. They were written for adults living in a turbulent decade, one shaped by war, cultural change, and disillusionment. But kids heard them anyway. They heard them without explanation, without emotional protection, without context. And because of that, these songs became something else entirely. They became first encounters with fear, with death, with uncertainty. The 1970s didn't traumatize kids intentionally, but its music didn't shield them either. And once a song scares you as a child, it never fully lets you go. You can hear it decades later and still feel 8 years old, sitting in a dark room, wondering what you just listened to. That's the strange power of music. It remembers what you felt, even when you wish you didn't.